Shalom, this is a quick shareware. Let me go ahead and take this bad boy off. But look, so growing up, I had my dad in my life, right? My dad was in my life until I was about maybe 9 years old, 19 years old. And my mom was there as well too. So I got to really see a good amount of how family should really look. Seeing like my dad working crazy and doing this, and my mom working as well too, but being there to take care of the home, making sure we eat, make sure we cook, make sure the house is clean, like doing all the things, like doing everybody's laundry, like everything. You know what I mean? And then when my dad come home, it's like a superhero's home, you know, get to, you know, spend time and just, you know, being excited as a kid would be, right, with their dad, spending time. And, you know, I speak onto this because, of course, I had a lot of frustrations with my dad. My dad was not perfect. My mom was not perfect, you know, a lot of stuff. But, you know, it really showed me how to take care of my wife, you know, in general, with like doing loving things for doing these little special things, like coming together, like doing this, like the work ethic as well, too. Here's the thing. My dad ended up going and saying, oh, I'm going to go take care of another woman and all this other stuff like that, all blah, 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 drama and stuff like that, right? So I didn't have him in my life for like maybe really 13 years, something like that, right? So I was really had a lot of resentment towards my dad, you know, the typical, you know, mom helping create more of a hate inside of there as well too. I didn't like my dad at all. Like I was disgusted by him because he left, you know, and that was a huge part of my identity. And that's what we've learned to understand, that the father brings identity into the home and into the children. To know who it is. Like I was modeling myself after him without even spending that much time, and I didn't realize it. But you know, even when I started cutting hair, I started doing a lot of the things that he would do. I didn't even realize that these are things that he did. You know, things I was interested in. People would always say, "Oh, your dad's a great guy. Your dad is a great man," and blah blah blah, and you should be thankful and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't see it whatsoever. The father's role is so key inside of it, and that's where like having a two parents in the home makes all the difference. And if we're not able to understand and realize it, and I'm saying this because also that, you know, an inheritance is supposed to be left for the child. And I praise and give glory to the Most High that my dad has already put that towards me, being the second son, his inheritance. And I praise the Most High, and I truly do. Yahuwah, I give him the glory, because that in itself does not change my work ethic. It doesn't change, you know, anything that I'm doing, but you know, it's just, you know, having the blessings of the father has been scripturally shown to be either a blessing or a curse, you know. And this is where it's like we got to just be reminded of keeping respect for our mothers and our fathers as well too, like for both. And in today's society, the father is, nobody cares about the father. The dad can go kick rocks, nobody cares. You know, the dad, Father's Day, Mother's Day, we don't even celebrate that stuff, but, you know, it's just what the world pushes, and it is anti-father. The father has been taken out of the picture, and it destroys so much. Like, I didn't realize myself, like, you know, my dad he actually instilled a lot of security inside of myself, even though I grew up very insecure because he wasn't really around and stuff like that. But he was my encouragement, and for like even my music when I'm doing something, and really encouraged my specific talents that I had, and not necessarily what I didn't have, you know, really pushed on to the things where I was great at, and then also encouraged me for the things that I wanted, you know. So instead of just pushing down, oh, you're good at this, you need to stop doing all this, you know, type of thing, and just lowering my self-esteem. And I praise and give glory because me and my dad have a great relationship, and have for like the past 5 years now. And so it's just like, don't give up. If you're ever in a situation where you don't have your father in your life, do not give up. Even like for your mother example too, like if you're on the opposite end of that, don't give up, because it is such a needed relationship. And even if they are doing bad things or they're being hateful, you still got to honor your mother and your father. That is in general a commandment that you have to do, and it's for a lot of reasons. Because even though they might be evil, they might be this, they may be a heathen, doesn't matter. You still got to honor them. Doesn't mean you got to like everything that they do. You don't got to agree with everything that they do, but you still got to honor and respect them. Have reverence towards them. And still do what you can to help them in their times of need and their struggles. Like, so this is just what it's about, because the Most High will bless us in return for doing these things. So I give glory to the Most High, and I pray that somebody was able to get something from this, because it is a very pressing thing for a marriage, and why people don't understand the way a marriage is even supposed to be, because we never even experienced it, let alone read the word and understand the Most High's kingdom and family that he has. So we have to be able to look at the physical, because everything is translated from the spiritual and the physical. And if we're not realizing in the word and also in the physical how it manifests spiritually, all glory and praise to the Most High Yah. And I'll see y'all next time.